So we're back with
You
another episode of the Chela's Way Experience. Today we have a guest, special guest, special guest, a good friend of mine. You guys might know her on Instagram as the real Kitty Kitty. She's been moving around, getting a
can
lot of
hear me?
work done. She's got some songs out. She's got songs with Fresher Dick. She's got songs, a song Method Man. So we're gonna be playing a couple of her records today, along with the skits and all that stuff. Say hi to the world, Kitty Kitty.
What's up, world?
All right,
Chela, how you
I'm good.
doing?
Can you hear me good? You can hear me?
Yeah, I had to move because I don't know what's going on
Okay.
over there.
So, I just want to start off the show by saying, shout out to the families that are out there suffering because of Hurricane Fiona. If you have family in Dominican Republic, family in Puerto Rico, family in the islands, period, and you know that they're suffering, please, make it your business to get to the next place where you can send goods, make phone calls, send money, because, right now is the time of need. We're in hurricane season. The island seems to suffer pretty heavily during this time. I know, Kitty, you're
Mm.
Puerto Rican.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
Puerto
half
Rican and black. Oh,
and
Panamanian. Sorry,
Panamanian.
Puerto Rican and Panamanian.
Hmm.
Have you? Do
It's
you
okay.
have family in Puerto Rico?
I do, but I don't really
Okay,
speak to
so you don't
anybody.
know what's
So
going on over there, but you do know what's going on with Hurricane Fiona. I'm sure.
no, I didn't
Yeah,
even know.
it's another hurricane
Yo,
that's like,
Chela, I be moving so
yeah,
quick.
doing Mother Nature doing damage. That's just what it is.
What that just happened?
It's actually currently happening right now. Hurricane Fiona is like doing damage to like some of the levees, bridges, things like that in Dominican Republic and
That's
Puerto
crazy.
Rico. And remember, it happened 5 years ago. Puerto Rico
Yeah,
went without water, food, power for a while. So they're
that's.
really, really, truly concerned. So now, the U.S. is just doing whatever they can, and they're trying to stay involved and stay ahead of the game this
Hmm.
time. Well, we'll see what happens. Hopefully, FEMA does their job.
Yeah,
But
that's a
that's neither
fact.
here nor there. We have my beautiful friend here today. So she's not a regular person to me. Kitty is pretty special. I've known her for
Aw,
some time. Don't cry.
thank
Don't
you,
cry.
thank you, thank you. For the hard
um,
work.
that's exactly why you're here today, because you've been busting your ass.
I have.
You like, okay, so you used to bartend. We bartended together. Let's put up this sexy ass picture of her. I don't know if you guys remember. She was
We
Pure
made some
Beauty
money
back in the day.
together.
Okay, look at the stacks. She was getting to the bag, typical, per usual, Kitty.
A
She's a
small waist.
Brooklynite,
I was
right?
happy.
Your bar was never empty though, even on a
Bro,
slow
it was all
night.
about the money. And I was like, how are we gonna get to the top?
Good evening, Octavia. Thank you for joining us again. So, Kitty, we worked together a couple of times. And what I can say about you is, what I know for sure is that you're very productive. Whatever it is that you're involved in, no matter what it is, whether it's good or bad, you put all of your energy into it at that very moment.
Mhm.
Now, what a lot of people don't know is they're like, damn, she switched up, she's doing this. Then she was selling hair, she was doing that, she's doing that. Now you're going super hard with the music.
Mhm.
But what people don't know is they have to kind of break down the person before you can appreciate the art. You should
Mhm.
really get to know the person, and that's why we're doing this today.
That's a
Because I want
fact.
people to know not just Kitty, but Kayla.
Hey,
Kayla's unique. Kayla's
I don't
dope.
even know where she been. Like she's been somewhere.
You've been Kitty for so long, you don't know
I've
where
been
she been.
Kitty. When they call me Kayla, I'm like, who they talking to? I be like, don't do that.
Okay, so you're from Brooklyn.
Yes,
What part of Brooklyn are you from?
I'm from like Sunset Park, Borough Park area.
Sunset Park, Borough Park. Okay, so growing up, I know personally you had hardships, but I don't think
Yes.
the world knows about hardships. How would you say, like, how much, like, say if you had a percentage, what percentage would you say the hardships you've experienced growing up play a part in how you conduct yourself and your music?
It plays 100%.
All of it,
Yeah, it does all of
all of
it.
it. So there's no, like,
Everything I do is
everything.
because of that.
What was probably one of the worst experiences you had growing up in Brooklyn?
It wasn't that I had worse experience. My mother, she
I,
didn't play
I I
no.
knew you was gonna go right to that. That's why I was like, let's talk about it. It's a little
Yeah,
bit of a touchy subject, but it's a safe space. We don't judge here on the Chela's Way Experience.
she didn't play with me. She was not playing with me, huh? So
Only
it was it,
child, or
huh?
brothers and
No,
sisters,
there's
or
6 of us.
wow.
Yeah, there's six of
I didn't
us.
even
But
know that all these years I know you. I didn't know it was six of y'all.
There's 6 of us, but I stand alone. But there's 6 of I call them when I need to call them. But yeah, she had a couple of us.
Okay, so now you went from selling hair to do
Chela.
bartending. Listen, I bought your hair, man. I'm gonna fucking talk about that. I still
I
got
know
them
I
wigs,
fuck with you,
girl.
yo. You dead. I supported me, yo. That's
I still got my wigs. I still got my wigs, girl.
you still
But
got it.
yeah, hell yeah, I still got that wig. That wig is popping, girl.
That's
Talking
how
about
you
that's my
know the hair was
local.
good quality.
Hell yeah. Okay, you came to the club and gave me the wig and helped me put it on and
All that.
everything and all that.
You gotta help each other.
There's just so many memories I have with you, and we met in such a crazy way, and we
Yeah.
just
And the
clicked.
beach.
No, it was the first time was at the beach. Then another time it was when I was with a friend who made a smart remark, and then you had a friend that I didn't really click with, and just over time I was like, you know, you don't have to. One thing I know is that you don't have to force people to see who you are. People will pick up if you're a good person, you got a good spirit. They eventually will start gravitating to you. So I
Yeah,
remember
you got a
Frank.
good spirit too. You got a welcoming spirit. That's what it was. I think the first time at the beach, you gave me a smile. So that means 2 things. You trying to sleep with me or you just cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wasn't trying to
So
sleep with you.
I know you wasn't. That's why I said you
Not.
cool. So
Do
that's
you get
why
women
I
hitting
knew
on you
like,
a lot?
huh?
You get women hitting on you a lot?
Yo, all the time. It started in the strip club.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. But I ain't gay though. I never did nothing with no
I
female.
know you're not. That's like
Yeah, I
I
don't know.
never
I'm
got
thinking
that.
about it, but
I don't know why nobody ever like. But you know what though? I gave out really heavy Caribbean vibes, like very very strong Caribbean
you
vibes.
said
Like
they never
don't.
tried that with you?
No.
What?
Mm-mm.
That's mad hard to believe.
No, girls
With
didn't
all
play
that
with.
cake?
They
What?
never played with me like that, Kitty. I never, I'm so serious though. I'm like
That's
Mama
crazy.
Bear all the time. I'd be like, don't play with me like that.
Now they know I'm serious too,
I
but
know, but
then
I never even talked to anyone. Remember, you were cool
mhm.
with people. I was like, I don't like that.
But
I'm
that
fucking like
probably in their head, they probably like, I want to hit that. They probably didn't say it to you, but they was thinking it.
So let me ask you a question, Kitty. The song you have with Method Man, super dope.
Thank
We're
you.
gonna play a real clip, real quick of
Okay.
it.
He said take a shot.
Cash rule, me and Kitty make money moves. Split your money, your phone, split your melon, then honeydew. Funny dudes is bent out of shape, tummies like honey boo. Spill a tea, your face on a tea, that go with honey too. Meth's in a funky mood, I'm bananas, no monkey food. That's a monkey bar for you monkey see and you monkey dudes. I'm hard to follow, in fact I'm harder than some of you. Rappers
So Kitty, let me ask you a question. Why Method Man?
Why Method Man?
I know why. I just want to know. The world wants to know your reason. Why Method Man?
Damn, I want to know what you think.
I think that sipping wine. Thank you, ladies. I think that I think Method Man is probably one of the dopest lyricists to ever touch a mic. He comes from a historical rap group. I mean, he's Method Man. I
Yep.
know why, but I want to know your reason. Why did you choose? Because there's so many artists that I know are probably jumping in your DMs to work with you, probably giving you all kinds of offers. But why
Yeah.
did you choose him? Because a lot of people are probably like, oh, he's from an older demographic. Why did you
Yeah.
pick him?
They
Et cetera, et
underestimated
cetera.
him.
But what is your reason? Your reason.
Well, I did 2 songs with him. The first song, we just vibed out. We met each other. We vibed out. He knew my videos, like my skits. Yeah, he
Really?
just, yeah, it was pretty weird. I'm like, you
You know
watching
what?
that shit?
One of your best skits was you at the parade. Let's play that real quick.
Yes. Yeah. But he was
you
talking about the one that I did on the highway when I stopped the traffic.
you stopped traffic on the highway.
Yeah,
I
but
forgot about
I
that
didn't
one.
really stop traffic. Somebody was dying. And the damn, yes. And I'm over here twerking.
Oh no!
I
Do you
rest in
feel
peace
like
to
there's a
that
space in
person,
hell for
but
you now?
huh?
I said, do you feel like there's a space in hell for you for that?
Bro, I was over there like
you want me to sing up like oh shit. If the answer young about the skull, calling me. Baby, I'm on it. You wanna be decent, you're whining frequent. And you're bad with this thing like frequent. So the problem on the road.
oh
And
man.
everyone thinks those skits are so real. And
Yes.
that's what Daniel and them specialize in. But you've been working with Daniel for years.
Yeah, I
Like,
started with him.
you've been doing it. And then you worked with Ken Stars and a couple of other people.
Yeah, because
Those skits are funny.
once you come in, if they see you if they keep seeing your face and stuff, then they start hitting you
There's
up.
like familiarity there, and they know you're
Yeah.
comfortable doing the skits, and you
Yes.
are going to deliver because you've already have experience with that.
Mm-hmm.
I tried skits; they're not really for me. I'm comical in my own way, but not like I don't know for that. Just never seems to work for me.
Because you be like, I ain't doing that.
I know. I'd be like, listen, man, don't grab me like that. I don't know. I'm so serious. I'm working on it though. I'm loosening up.
Yo, I'm the opposite now. Now I don't want to do none of that shit. It's pretty weird.
I think that it's because you're so heavily involved in your music. And now that people are approaching you and looking at you as an artist, it makes it a little bit more difficult to shift to a space where people are going to laugh.
Yeah.
Because you want appreciation now.
Yeah, that's a fact because it's a different
You know, we
respect.
used to have them talks, girl.
Yeah, I was figuring out this whole time, what the fuck am I going to do?
I think you're doing really good, though.
Thank you.
I do. I think you're doing really, really good. So,
Thank you.
So what I like about you is that when it comes to work, you always apply yourself. Were you like that even in the 9 to 5 gigs?
I do whatever job I have to do. I have to get it done. I give my best. I look at it like it's my. There's one thing about people, they say they could do something and they don't give it their all because it's not their shit. You know what I'm saying? But with me, it don't gotta be my shit. As long as I took the job, I'm gonna do what I gotta do for it.
Okay. So what would you say was your favorite 9 to 5 and worst 9 to 5 job when you did have like a regular job?
Damn, that's a little crazy because I don't think any of them was my favorite.
None of them.
Why you think I started shaking my ass behind the bar?
You was there with 9 to 5. It wasn't cutting it.
I was like, I gotta do something.
So, but now you see, a lot of people don't know you're a mom too, though.
Yes, I'm a mom. I'm a full-time mom.
Full-time mom. There's no breaks,
Single
no
mom.
days off, no nothing. Single mom. That I do know. Always taking care of your boys. You
got
2 boys.
Mm-hmm.
How do you balance the music career and raising your boys? Because right now the drill music and all that stuff is such a heavy influence on these kids. Yeah. How do you do it and still try to send a positive message to your sons?
Well, my son teaches me a lot of stuff. He be coming home and he be like, Ma, you got to do this and you got to say this. So I'm learning from him. Honestly.
The new words.
Yeah, I'm learning from him. He's teaching me all the stuff. Like he shows me everything. He just keeps me in tune, So, yeah, just to keep it balanced and stuff. I'll be over here doing the mom things. And at the same time, Chela, I be going crazy, man. Sometimes it be so much. I just turn everything off and I be like, fuck everything.
Right.
Call me tomorrow.
No phones, no iPads.
I just go to sleep. I'll deal with that shit later. Like, it depends what it is, though. If it's something real serious, I don't do that. But sometimes it just be a lot, man.
It is. So let me ask you a question now. In comparison to a lot of what's going on in the music industry right now, because to me, it's hard for me because I don't really feel like people are focused on just music. Everybody's mixing music and social media. Yeah, you're doing music. Like you're going hard. You're focused on YouTube. You're doing videos. You're trying to get to shows. I see you're moving around.
Thank you.
Now, if you had any concert to do that you feel like would be most beneficial to expansion on your career right now, which concert would it be?
Damn, a concert.
Yeah, if someone called you right now, Drake was like, yo, I got a show to do. Da, 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 da. Would it be like a Rolling Loud? Would it like, these annual experiences? Which one would you want to see yourself at? Summer Jam, Rolling Loud?
I'm going to Rolling Out tomorrow. We got some backstage passes. I'm going to try to.
You want to roll out? You ain't tell me.
I just got the phone call actually last night.
Wait,
you already know you good. Pull up. Let's go.
Wait, there's another Rolling Loud?
There's 3. It's going to be tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. But tomorrow's the best day because Nikki, all of them is going to be there.
Oh, this is for New York.
Yes, I think it's going to be in Queens.
Oh, that's going to be big. That's going to be big.
Come on, Chela.
Listen, Kitty, you have to be there and get in there and wear something exotic like you always do. Okay?
Come on, Chela. I need some more cheeks with me.
I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm
dead
go with my support. and be
Let's
there for
go.
you.
We outside. Let's put the
I think it can't
behind.
hurt. It can't hurt. I think that I can see you doing a Rolling Loud.
Thank you.
Or I
But I
can
want
see
to come out
you.
with meth. You know, I wanna do it like do that with him.
Do you guys have conversations about you guys doing work together, like in the future in regards to shows? Because right now they're Wu-Tang is traveling around doing
Hmm.
shows.
Yeah, I actually just spoke to him the other day. He checks up on me. He makes sure I'm good. He always sends me like little voice, like the video notes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know. He's very funny. He's very like humble and genuine. So he just makes sure like I'm good. You know, I think he wants me to ask him. But I'm not asking Chela. You know I hate that shit.
Method Man, can you?
I think he want to hear me ask him. But like every time I come to him with something, he supports the shit out of me. He don't tell me no. He be like, if it's something he can't do, he'll be like, I'll try, or he'll straight up said I can't do it.
Right.
He don't sell me no dream. So
Have you had any potential opportunities with labels reaching out to you?
there.
Because I know you have the potential to go viral. That I do know.
Oh, thank you. There was one person that reached out to me, but yeah, I don't want to go through all that. I want to do independent. I just need somebody with a motherfucking bag. Where's all the customers that was behind
So
that
you
bar?
want people to just invest, and
Yeah, that's it.
you want to be an independent artist, like something like Bobby Shmurda, Fabulous, something like that.
Yeah, because I feel like I'm a machine.
Right.
I feel like I could do whatever.
Mm.
It's just that bread talk, you know what I'm saying? So once you just get that person here, shut up, you know what I'm saying? Get the shit done.
I just have a one particular question for you, and this is a me to you question, not for the people.
Okay.
How is it that you're so comfortable with adversity? Because that's one thing I know about you. You have been through so many things, and they have been publicized on the internet. And
Mm-hmm.
yet and still, you still get on there. You still make videos. You don't care about
Aw.
who knows what and what they knew then and what they know now. You don't really seem to care about how people feel about your work. You continuously put it out there without any regard to how people feel. Do you ever say to yourself when you're making stuff and you're putting videos out, like, oh, I wonder how people are going to feel? Do you overly critique yourself, or do you just like, I thought it was funny, I put it out?
It depends. You know what? But like before, I used to not think. I used to just do shit. And then I did a freestyle with somebody. I basically, when I do the music, I just gather up all the information that's going on, like Uncle Murder do.
Mm,
I gather up all the information, and then I'll just throw a little bit here and there. You know what I'm
mm-hmm,
saying? At that time, for an example, there was somebody that passed away, and I did a freestyle, and I kind of used him as like a metaphor,
mm-hmm.
and it kind of got the whole. I'm not even gonna say the family. It was the whole town, Atlanta,
You
Chicago.
disappointed a lot of people with
Yeah,
the
they
one
was coming
remark that you
at
made.
me, but they took it wrong because I wasn't coming at them wrong.
Right.
You know, I was actually trying to include him and let people aware.
Make them aware of what you knew.
They took it the wrong way.
But one thing I realized is that, that's the downside of the internet is the constant misinterpretation of things that are being put out there. People intentionally misinterpret things so they can have a reason to talk shit and complain. That I always knew. I'm super selective with what I put out. I'm more like on the private side, but I've always cared more about, certain things. I didn't have that freedom that you had. You have a freedom.
Hmm.
And I feel like it's such a unique quality to have because you really could care less about how people receive you. You just put it out there and you just continuously pile it on, pile it on. If you accept, you accept. If you don't, you don't. But this is what I got going on at the time. And I feel like the reason why I said it's such a unique quality to have is because when you're the type of person who doesn't worry about what other people think, it makes you so calloused. You're less affected. You actually can get from point A to point B without any emotional distress because of the
Yeah.
fact that you don't let shit get to you. That's why I
Well,
said it's such a unique quality to have.
yeah, those things I don't really care because sometimes I just honestly like if I know that I'm not gonna like the video, I just won't read the comments at all.
Right.
I
Right.
won't open no message. I don't want to see nothing because a couple days later, people are gonna forget.
They do. I give it 72 hours at most.
Yeah, that's why
Depending on how severe the situation is. But for most of the time, 3 to 4 days, people forget, or
I
the week. and then it goes on. You know
So
what I'm
that's
saying?
but what I do here is when I walk out. When I walk out, then people will be like, "Yo, you crazy? You did this?" And I'm like, "Oh, man." So it's not even just the comments, but it just be funny. I make it into a joke because the shits do be jokes. But a lot of these skits or whatever I do, it really happened to me. You know what I'm saying? I just add a little funniness to it,
But
and then
these are all relative experiences for you.
yeah, or
So
it
you have been caught in a guy's room when his pops walked in, and you
no,
wasn't supposed to be there.
get in there. I never did that. But if it didn't happen to me,
I did in high school, and I just sit in the closet.
you see, it
That's
happened to someone.
terrible. This
And
fucking
they
kid named
tell
Felix. Fuck you, Felix. I hope that you got 10 kids and you paying child support because you made me look stupid. I was 16. Never gonna forget that day. Your mama walked in. I was like, what?
that's crazy. Now, I be trying to do relatable things, but I try to make it a little funny, just so people, you know what I'm saying? Because it be
Yeah.
happening so much that, you know. But yeah,
Do people believe that you're a mom? I know they don't. They probably like, she's not a
no,
mother. There's no way
I
she
don't,
has kids.
yeah, nobody believes it. Actually, I don't post them or anything, and I don't.
It's almost funny how men do that because then it makes you wonder, like, so what do you think moms look like? What does your mom look like? If you think all mothers have to look a certain way.
Nah, they be shocked first with when I be like I got two, and then when they see them, they're like, oh, they grown ass. I'm like,
They're
yeah,
big. Yeah. How old are your
yeah.
boys?
I can't say all that, Chela. We over here playing with numbers.
Well, no, we're not, because listen, some of us start young, and you know how that shit goes. But your kids aren't babies; they're like almost adolescent.
Yeah, they're big. I had them very young. You know.
How would you say having a child at a young age, and then growing with them, you learn a lot from them.
Yeah, they saved my life, honestly. Like people say that kids change your life. For me, they did the better because I don't know where I would have been. I probably would have been, I don't know.
You always talk like that about them, though.
Yeah, they put me on my feet. When they gone, I don't want to do nothing. When they here, it's like I have to do it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, I know. Like even the little one, you're like, oh, shall I call you back? He's the
oh, that's what
game.
he be on. He keep me
Fortnite
away.
and Roblox. I was
Yo,
like, yo,
he's so smart, man. He be
he
on.
is. Is that the one that's really good at math?
No, that's the big one. The big one's the little.
One of them is good at math or science.
Yeah,
Something. One of them is
math.
really, really, really smart.
Yeah, the little one, he's more like outside in tune, shit like that. Like you
One
can't.
of them is good at a particular academic subject, though. I
Yeah,
remember because you were like, Chela, I don't know how he does it. And it was almost like an anomaly because I remember you coming to work and saying, like, he solved these weird Pythagorean theorem
yeah.
type of questions. And I'm like, what? And you're like, yeah, I don't know. He's like super advanced. And I'm like, that's a blessing.
He come to me with that shit. I be looking at it like, how you know that?
Listen, cultivate,
That's
plant, and watch it grow.
whatever. We got this shit done.
Listen, um, music. How did you find yourself there?
Um, well, I always did it because I grew up with a whole bunch of like guy cousins. You know, I have a
So
lot
they
of.
were all musicians.
No, we just used to like be dissing each other.
And do it in rap form.
Yeah, like we used to. I wasn't allowed to go outside, so we used to just be in the house, and we just my cousin. He used to be putting beats on, and my little brother is very funny, so they used to just be going at it. And then I don't know, we just started off like that. And then I used to just be rapping. I used to hang out with these girls over here at work when I used to work at the restaurant. And hold on one second, sorry. And then we just be in the car, and I would just little beats come on. I would just say things, and they're like, "Yo, you really should rap," and I'm like, "Nah." And it's so funny because now where I'm at is like, damn, these girls really told me to do this shit a long time ago when I was way younger.
And now look,
Yeah,
you
I know
came full circle to it.
I don't talk to them bitches, but I know they watching me like I told her.
See, I knew she was gonna do that. I told her that she should give me
Hmm.
my flowers. Because I was the one that put her on. If she wasn't for me, she would have never.
I'm giving
You
this
know
to
how girls are. They want all the credit.
them. Yeah,
But
but
at one point in time, and this might be a little bit of a controversial question, but I know you're not afraid of controversy. There was one point in time where they confused you with Chinese Kitty.
oh yeah. They
What was that about?
they still do.
How? It's
I
not the
don't know
same.
how. I don't know.
Especially with the,
Yo,
that was different.
that's
I was like, that was a really different situation. I
I
said, no,
see
no,
that.
oh, you can. Like, There's no confusion there.
Yeah, I don't
Not
know.
for me, at least.
I don't know because we don't sound alike. Like
Mhm.
she don't sound bad. She look good and all whatever. But they just confused as I guess the kitty. You know what I'm saying? But
Like there can't be more than one cat.
I don't know. I just know I'm the real one. So I don't know about all the other cats. I just know I'm the real one.
Real kitty kitty.
I don't.
So I remember you telling me, you said you wanted to talk about men for a bit. So we're gonna do that.
All right,
Because I know that you're well versed in the subject of piece of shit niggas.
yo. Yeah, let's go. Let's get to the subject already.
That's why I wanted to run through your history a little bit. And then I said, I'm gonna plant her right here. Boom. This is where we
Man.
park. Right here. Men.
Oh man.
So the men that are sensitive, I suggest you know keep comments to yourself, but just be a little bit more open-minded. Because remember, we're speaking from experience with these particular situations. Not everybody is no good. And especially for those that were no good and changed, we're not coming for you. We're just speaking from experience. Now, because you're doing music now and you're becoming more global with your career choices, would you say that the demographic of men that are now approaching you is different, or is it just on a different level of ignorance with more finance?
It's just worse. It's just bad because like now that I get like attention, certain people stop me and take pictures and stuff like that. It's just like they start off cool and then they end up being some jealous motherfuckers. Like I don't.
Men, the
Yeah,
men that are trying to approach you are showing signs of jealousy toward you.
I don't know if it's towards me. They just get mad at the situation. Like I don't got no control. I can't be a bitch to everybody. They want a picture. Hello, I'm gonna take the picture.
Oh, so you're referring to like the man that you're involved with having issues with fans approaching you and
Yeah.
showering you with love. That puts him in a position to be jealous. So that you would say honestly that dating while you're in this career
Mhm.
space is
Mhm.
difficult.
Yeah, it's very difficult. You just, I don't know. They just don't. It's like they don't trust you or something like that. And it's like,
They don't. I think that the fact that you become more accessible over time makes it a concern for them. I mean, I don't think it's any different than a girl that does OnlyFans. It's the equivalent of that.
yeah, like, I'm okay with that, but you're not okay with that. Like I'm just confused.
Because I guess they feel like, oh, well, you stay home all day in front of a camera. In this case, you're actually moving around and you're desired, and now you have the potential to achieve success and the attention that comes with it.
Mhm.
And you could very well end up with someone who's in a better financial space than I am.
Mm.
Plus, might give you more of what you're looking for and be able to contribute to your career. I can't do that for you. Do you feel like in that instant, if a man did say, I love you, but what you're doing with your life is a little bit beyond my scope. I don't know if I could keep up with you. Would you be able to thug it out with him, or would you let him go?
Say that question again, Chella, because I'm so sorry. That one went over my head.
I be rocking it. I be rocking the brain, girl.
I want to answer this as best as I can.
I know, very thorough. That's the way you are, Kitty. That's why that's why you're here today. In your career space, the space that you occupy right now, career wise, you're only going to continue to go up from here. It's not done yet. Now, would you say that? All right, so I'm gonna just chop it down, make it easier. Would it be easier to date someone in the industry or not in the industry?
I wouldn't want to date nobody in the industry.
Why?
I don't want nobody that do what I do neither.
Why?
Because like do something else that's gonna help me.
But why? Why? There's got to be a reason that makes you feel like you couldn't date someone that revels in the same space that you revel in. Why is that?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I don't want me know somebody that's out there.
You don't want a loopy nigga?
I really don't. I want my
That's
nigga.
not fair, Kitty. You know I'm always tell you the truth.
I
You're not
know
being
how
fair.
that's why I don't go.
You know you're not being. What's your sign? Tell the world
I'm a
your sign.
Libra. I'm a Libra.
Oh, come on now. So if you believe in balance,
Exactly.
where's the confusion coming from?
Because they ain't balancing me.
Are they supposed to balance you physically?
Nah, I just feel like I wanna be with someone. I don't want no rapper, none of that shit. I don't want nobody that's lit.
Okay, so you don't want anyone that's achieving this, that's like getting the same amount of attention you get. You don't need that.
Yeah, because when I want to come home, I want to be in that, like, I want my regular life when I'm in that situation. Like, I
Libras in the house. We got other Libras.
shout out Libras.
Shout out Libras.
Our
They
month is
believe
here.
in balance. The scale.
But yeah, I want to come home and have like a regular life when I'm out, when I'm home. When I'm out,
Somebody said a lot of men. Somebody, well, Octavia, she's a beautiful person. She's always commenting. She basically was trying to touch the topic of, how men have insecurities when women are successful. So
hmm
do you feel like that's become more of an issue over time? The more successful you become, the more people want to anchor you
Yep.
to a specific lifestyle.
Yep.
So it's
People,
like, oh no, you're successful. I'm doing everything in my power to give you a reason to be home. You know I have to be outside. You know I have things to do. You know I have to move around.
they be
And
trying.
now you're putting me in positions to accommodate you and your feelings when I should be outside growing my career.
Chela, they not putting me nowhere because if I gotta go, I get up and I go.
You get
I
up and you go.
later. And because at the end of the day, I feel like it won't last anyways. You just here for the moment. So I'm not losing this opportunity for this moment.
Right. So you can honestly say that right now at this point in your life, you're not in a serious relationship.
Um, Now I'm married to the game.
You've always been.
Yeah,
Give me a better answer than that.
yeah, we ain't
You've
divorced
always been.
yet.
Like, I need something better than that. You've always been. That
Nah,
you've always been cemented to opportunity. So I don't want to hear that. Give me something better than that. Are
nah,
you in a relationship or no?
yo, Chela, you be doing this. Huh?
I'm just asking a question.
Nah, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I guess I'm in a relationship, whatever. Let me just say that before I gotta fight later on.
Is it a relationship or a bro relationship?
It's a manager relationship. Nah, I'm just fucking.
Oh.
I'm just playing. I'm playing. I'm just playing. Nah, I met him and I turned him. I like my circle small. Like
Okay.
I said, if you around me, you gotta do something. Like something that how we gonna get up? If you know that I'm the artist and I can get up there and I'm lifting everybody with me, everybody gotta play a position. You need
Right.
a plan. You can't just do shit. You gotta make a plan and then you gotta execute. So you here, you gonna be something. You're gonna be a DJ. You're gonna be a
So it's safe to say every relationship you're in or find yourself in has to be beneficial to your career.
yeah, something. It don't even gotta be my career, but something nigga cook for me, my kids or something while I'm over here running around. Something.
You always reaching and you make sure you get what you got to get. You ain't gonna be here just to be here.
Yeah, like what the hell? Then what you here for?
But what would you say like your biggest pet peeve is with men right now? Like while you're doing what you're doing, getting involved with a guy, what would you say your biggest issue with them is right now? Why it makes it hard for you to deal with them?
It's trust.
Trust.
It's trust. It's both ways too. Cause I feel like
That
they feel like,
5 letter word that none of us can seem to grasp.
yo, listen, this is why I be thinking. This is what I know. They feel like since I have certain niggas that be, around me and shit like that, or they be hitting me up all the time, whatever, that I'm gonna do something. So they gonna try to go do something. And I know a lot of people, so I'm gonna always find out. And
Exactly.
this shit just falls apart. You know what I'm saying? And I really never did nothing.
You know what I don't understand though, Kitty, is like my biggest issue with men and women is
Mhm.
when they kind of don't see eye to eye, they start to fall heavily into competition. How do
Yo,
we go from loving each other and wanting to be there for each other to becoming complete polar opposites now?
that's a
We're
fact.
we're adversaries. How did this happen? I thought we were together.
That happens a lot. I don't know. I guess because y'all start learning each other, and then he knows what you like and what you don't, what gets under your skin, what doesn't. And I
And
don't know.
would you say that it's worth being with someone who knows your triggers and chooses to use them against you no matter what?
No, because I'm trying to stay out of jail. That ass.
You don't want to be on Snapped. I don't want to see you on Snapped.
I
I'm
got
gonna
to.
tell a quick story about Snapped. When I was a vet tech, remember I told you I used to work with animals.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I was a vet tech for 10 years. So you guys don't know. Yes, I went to school for it. I practiced veterinary medicine. Yes, yes. I'm very, very smart.
Yeah, you
Um,
are.
I'm not hitting on you. That was just a friend kiss.
Uh-huh. Like, she's like, let Kitty be the first one. Oh.
If I am gonna date, this will be the hand.
Nigga, we gonna be looking at each other like, so
like,
when?
I love you, Kitty. They gonna be like, you got a badass girlfriend. I mean,
I'm dead. You too. They gonna be like,
so basically, I was working at a doggy daycare, and I never forget there was 2 dogs, Molly and Brownie. One was a Boston Terrier, and one was a Schipperke. Funny looking little dogs. Anyway, this guy would bring them religiously 3 days a week. Now, mind you, it was like $50 per dog, and it was like $100 a day for both dogs and all that. They would come, we would watch them, they would do nothing. Come to find out, one girl named Kate came to work one day and was like, hey, you know who that guy is? And I'm like, no, why? She said, do you watch that show, Snapped? And I'm like, no, I don't. She goes, he was on Snapped. And I said, the guy that drops off the dogs? And she said, yeah, those aren't his dogs. I said, whose dogs are they? She goes, his ex-wife's. She tried to kill him. And she ended up on Snapped.
that's crazy.
She stabbed him multiple times and left him in front of the hospital in Westchester County.
That's crazy.
And this man was like obsessed with her so much that he continuously took care of the dogs even after she went to jail for the rest of her life for attempted murder. I was like,
some niggas like that.
That whole race is different. I mean, we're not going to go into it because we're not racist people. We just, they're of a different race. All I'm saying is it was a very unique situation, and it made me wonder, like, okay, so she tried to kill you, and you taking care of dogs.
Hello,
sorry, the dogs have been in the fucking shelter. I love animals, but I feel like fuck you and the dogs.
Chela, these niggas like that shit. Some like that.
You know what? You're right. You have a strong point. Some men like abuse.
Yeah, I be getting them DMs. I be like, nah, I'm good. I ain't hurting you.
Really?
You ain't trying to catch me out here.
They be asking you to do or talk to them crazy?
Nah, somebody offer bread to squeeze their balls and shit. I'm like, you wildin'. First of all,
do you think it's because you're like hardcore?
I think so.
So he was like, damn, she gonna give me exactly what I want. She gonna squeeze my
fucking
balls.
with me, you're not gonna have no more balls.
You are strong. You're a little fighting ass joint. You were supposed to do a boxing match.
Yeah, I mean, I did it before. Like, I started doing boxing before I did anything else. Like,
of course, I remember that. But what made you turn this particular fight down?
Oh wait, the last thing I posted, that was a video shoot. I was trying to, cause I be trying to throw like what I went through, and
there was an actual boxing match.
Yeah,
that they wanted you to participate in.
Or not?
I heard about it. Through the grapevine, girl. Somebody told me. I said, I don't know why they picking Kitty. And
I know
exactly.
exactly.
Saying it like that. I said, Kitty can fight. She really can fight. She's not a person that would get in that ring and pretend. If they hit her hard enough, she's gonna turn that into a street brawl. It's not gonna be nice. And they were like, "Why you say it like that?" I said, "Because I know her. She's my friend." It's not
Hold on, I'm sorry. Yo, see. Let me not even do it. We on this damn live shit. All right, let's go. Y'all was about to experience some shit.
Yeah, I didn't think that boxing match would have served you well. I was like, she ain't no Black China, for sure.
Yeah, I wasn't doing that. I was just trying to get performance shots,
right,
like that.
It came out dope, by the way. I love those shots.
Thank you.
You looked amazing. All these pictures seem to really look good. You got a cameraman following you around?
I have a couple. I be trying to.
They'll invest in yourself.
Yo, those be the worst, man. The camera people.
So really quickly, we're gonna keep talking about niggas right now. Men. I'm not gonna say the word niggas because y'all get so offended by that, and then y'all start to talk about where the word nigga comes from and start dissecting everything I say. It's not appropriate, blah blah blah. But if that's the case, nigga, don't call your nigga a nigga.
That's a fact.
Don't be like my nigga,
That's a fact.
Okay, since we're talking about men, Kayla and I seem to have a lot of insight on this. You know what I'm saying? We're both from New York. Okay, we both are single moms.
Yes.
So we can speak from candidly on why women feel how they feel. And I'm pretty sure a lot of women that are watching will agree with what we're about to say. Now, you said that you wanted to talk about, the things that go on with men. How do you feel right now with the way the world is today about men wanting to be bisexual and use the word freaky instead of gay?
How do I feel about guys using the word freaky instead of gay?
The ones that claim they're bisexual And now the terminology keeps changing. You know, it's like ever changing terminology. So it's like, oh, he's not gay, he's freaky. And I'm like, no, last I checked, men that sleep with men and women are bisexual. But to me, more along the lines of gay. I really couldn't call you a straight man anymore.
Yeah, that's a fact. Because honestly, once you get touched there, my guy, you're fruitcake.
But you don't have any issues with the community. You
Nah,
rep
I don't care. I
everybody.
love them. I actually want my whole team to be you know what I'm saying?
LGBTQ,
Yeah, because
whichever letter, doesn't matter which one.
they're I don't remember that shit neither. But like, yeah, they dope with hair, they dope with everything, makeup and all that. I want my whole team.
Creative group.
Yeah, like, you know, they the ones that come up with all the new fashion, the new
Right. They're
hairstyles.
very involved in the ongoings of the world today. But
Yeah, it's just
but when it comes to sexuality,
hmm
now, being that you're a mother with two boys,
hmm
are there certain things that you try to avoid your children being exposed to?
nah, I don't even gotta do that. They do that shit on their own.
They automatically have the off switch where it's like, I don't want to be
Yeah,
faced with any of that. I'm good.
yeah, they just my kids is different. I don't even
They're
think.
pretty solid on who they are as boys.
Yes.
So
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to worry. They show masculinity. It's
Yes.
not a concern. Okay,
Correct.
that's good to know. Because a
Yeah.
lot
Thank
of
God.
people have children that are very confused.
Chela.
It is. It's very true. You know it's true. You and I both know that. How many children, by the time they're the age of 11, 12, and 13, are now saying that they are of a different gender or are of a different sexual preference and vice versa, you know, et cetera, et cetera. It goes on.
Yeah,
It's
I
such a
seen
big
some
thing.
kid on Instagram, whatever, doing makeup and shit. I'm like, that's a little baby. He over there putting eyelashes on and shit. I don't know. And the mom thinks that that's okay. It's okay, you know, if you know, you gotta accept the shit. You know, you're not gonna disown your children, but like when they die young, I feel like you should try to like, you know, I don't know.
Steer them in a specific direction until they're old enough to make a decision for themselves.
Yeah, but let me mind my business on that.
Yeah, let's just mind our business
Let me
because you
mind my
know
business.
how sensitive that subject is.
Yeah,
But
I ain't trying to get
when it
jumped,
comes to
fella.
men now, men that want to date women, like say for instance, women like us, single mothers,
Mm-hmm.
been through the mill, you know, we're finally finding elements of freedom here and there, and you know, it's not an easy thing
Mm-hmm.
when you
That's a fact.
constantly have to be aware and responsible for another person, and then they come to you with this lifestyle. Half of the time, they're not even honest about it. They don't even tell women that they sleep with men.
They
A lot of the
undercover.
times, they're very undercover. Very undercover.
And I learned
How do
that from
you
the strip
feel
club.
about that though? Like, say for instance, hypothetically, you dated a man and then you found out that he.
Oh, that's gonna gross me out. One time I was dating a man that it's so crazy. I hope it's not. I don't know. Maybe I
No,
was.
tell the story. We'd love to hear it here on the Chela's Way Experience. Go ahead, tell it. You don't
Nah,
have to say any names because we don't want any illegalities. So we're gonna save that. But we'd love to hear this your personal experience.
I was dating somebody and stuff. It's so funny. He was a jailbird. I should have known. But no, that I should have known that he liked going over there. Wonder why? Cause you know you undercover here, but when you in there, it's just like fuck it.
So he spent most of his time locked up.
Yeah, and then I don't know. Just one time, just went through the phone. You know, I'm not supposed to do shit like that, but whatever. And then I seen some shit. Daddy called me or some shit, and I called, and it was the whole nigga. Like that shit was pretty weird. Yeah, and I'm just like, nah, this is crazy.
So let me ask you a question, and this might be a little bit personal. Were you guys sexually involved?
Me and the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my boyfriend.
So at the time, that was your boyfriend. You guys had sexual intercourse, and now you finally had proof that he was
Yeah,
involved with men.
I don't know what that was about, cause I ain't seen nothing crazy or none of that. But it's just from that calling daddy, and he want to say, "Oh, that's a custody or whatever," cause you know niggas hustling or whatever. I ain't gonna say nothing, but nigga, that's not no fucking custody.
That was not. He didn't give custody vibes. He was giving zaddy vibes.
Yeah, that was giving real crazy vibes. I don't know what the hell that was.
Well, there was a particular rapper that was on social media this week that was facing a similar situation
Oh, I
where.
know.
How do you agree with his answer or do you agree with John Q. Public?
I
on the
don't know,
subject?
cause you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes girls get so mad that they just make shit up, trying to ruin the nigga's career.
So you think a girl's line him up for that?
I don't know, because then you in the industry where you might
I mean,
diss them.
he blames it on the fact that he chose to leave a label and go independent. Now they're trying to ruin his career. But there was a said DJ in the past that had multiple encounters and constantly blamed it on the environment. When overall it just came down to the fact that this person had a sexual preference and didn't want to come to grips with it. And I think that a lot of these men do play in the park at dark and don't want nobody to know how they spark. You know what I'm saying?
But they being sparked
Somebody lighten you up.
until they
It
get
don't
smoked.
just happen.
That shit
You know,
crazy,
there
but
was talks. There was a lot of there was some in-depth conversation because you know, like we as women, we talk to y'all
mm-hmm,
and we get on the phone and we start off
mm-hmm,
light and warm with the hey, how you doing, da, da, da. And then
mm-hmm,
as soon as the you know the sun goes down,
mm-hmm.
especially the ones that want to get straight to it, the ones that have been in fucked up situations, don't got time. We gonna skip past, go and collect that 200. So you know what I'm saying? The girls that are more experienced might play a little mind game with
Mm-hmm.
you and see where your head is
That's
at.
a
We might just
fact.
be like, really, really, what you into? What you got going on? So you must have an eggplant. If you
Yeah,
talking
niggas.
like
Yes.
that, you know what I'm saying? I get right to it. Send me the pics. Stop playing with me. I got better things to do.
Now that's
I want to
crazy because I
see.
don't even do that. I don't do that. I should be doing that though. I should, but I don't
Get
want.
to it.
I like to be surprised.
Now fuck out of here. I don't got time for that. Don't surprise me because if this shit whack, I'm gone. Ain't no talking. We out. We're
Tell her
done
just
here.
if you just look at it
We're
and it look
done.
crazy, just tell a nigga walk out. That's it. Like, yo, you gotta go.
So this is see. I'd rather know beforehand so we can save the experience of me coming in the room and
That's
being surprised by a
crazy.
shrimp. I don't
I'm about to start checking them shits, and you know the two tones and all that.
tell them to wear gray sweatpants. Just tell them to wear gray sweatpants.
I'm
Say,
done.
listen, can you wear sweatpants today? I'm feeling kind of chill.
You know what's so
And
crazy?
then
'Cause
do everything you can to arouse them and see what the response is like. And be like,
I'm
I don't
weak.
see nothing busting through the pants.
If that shit is supposed to be aroused from when you walk, yo, I'm weak. Nah, the gray sweatpants is definitely a cheat code. That's crazy.
But I mean, we're going into gray sweatpants season though.
If you come to me with gray sweatpants, I don't want you.
Why?
I don't know, something about that shit. I don't rock with it.
Only because social media has made it become like a staple of what men do to show their imprint, and just
I think
like
that's what it
women
is.
wearing sundresses. So the sweatpants, gray sweatpants, are the equivalent of sundresses on women.
I think that's what it is. I think that
Yeah.
if you walk around, if you come to me with gray sweatpants, I know you a hoe. Like you're
You
not
wearing
supposed
them on purpose.
to.
What if he
Yeah,
has on a whole Nike tech? Why you doing that? What if he has on a whole Nike tech?
that shit better but not be tight. That shit better not be tight. Go put some jeans on.
Okay, so jeans, no gray sweats. We're not doing that. Kitty says no gray sweats. If you're gonna
Definitely
be her
not.
guy, no gray sweats. Now we're gonna just dive deep into emotions real quick. So let's get ready. Boom. We're about
All
to
right,
go.
right.
Right down the rabbit hole.
All right, let's go.
What is the reason why you have a hard time staying in relationships? Even before music, you kind of just don't take men super serious. You give them an opportunity. The minute they show any sort of anything that you find displeasing, you dismiss them. Now, is that because you try to avoid being attached to anyone and working through matters in a relationship because you feel like you don't have time? Or is it because you're just that intolerant?
I don't know. I don't think that should be me.
Is it fear or intolerance?
I just don't want to deal with bullshit. Yeah, I
So
don't
it's
need to.
intolerance.
Yeah, and it's like I don't know. When I just start dating somebody, they just get real comfortable. Like, why is you comfortable, bro? Like, why is you, why are you
So let me
comfortable?
ask you a question. You don't want a man to get comfortable with you?
No, get comfortable with me, but why you too comfortable? You've been sitting in the couch for too many days. You've been around me. Like, can you make yourself busy?
Okay, so ideally you'd like a productive guy.
Yeah, like do something. Like, I don't know,
A
bro.
productive guy that's not in the industry that you're in,
Yeah, but they can do things that I need for me
that
to.
are beneficial to your career, even though he's not in the industry.
Yo, why you make it sound so
I'm
bad?
trying to find who you fucking, you know what I'm saying?
That nigga do not exist, Chela. Don't try to find nobody.
I'm just trying to see, like, because he's not going to be at an A&P or a gas station. This is a very difficult guy. We're trying to mold him for you.
All
We're
right,
trying to
we're gonna
mold him for you.
manifest. You heard?
We have to manifest the perfect guy. So you can't be in the same line of work. You have to be productive. You have to show productivity, because if she sees you doing nothing, she's gonna leave you.
Yeah, that's your trick.
If
But
you
it's
show
weird.
signs of jealousy, she's gonna leave you.
It's so weird.
Let me ask you a question. If you had to take advice from anyone, Lil Baby or 50 Cent?
50 Cent.
Okay, so we're gonna do a 50 clip real quick.
All right.
We're gonna play a clip from 50 because he seems to give pretty good advice on how to deal with life and adversity after his experience.
Being persistent, right? I think the only thing that separates people is passion. Having the ability to focus on something, to work on it, will allow you to work hard enough to be good enough at it. That's the Kobe Bryant run. He outworked those people. He a lot of people in the league perform according to their paycheck. So they're like, I ain't getting that money, let them do it.
Kobe was there every day.
Yeah, working like that. And that's what separates him and makes him special to us in a different way, even after he's gone.
So would you agree with 50 on his rhetoric with how to develop a skill and become a master at it?
Yeah, I'm always gonna agree with 50.
Somebody said matchmaking.
Yeah, we gonna agree with his ass.
So you're gonna agree with 50 Cent. You feel like in order to be a perfectionist, you have to focus specifically on that craft. Nothing more, nothing less. You don't have to be a jack of all trades. If you're specific and good at one specific thing, you have potential to be great. No matter what.
Yeah.
So you don't have to dominate every field.
No, you don't, because if you put all that energy into that one thing, you're gonna get your results. Like I started, whatever I was doing, bartending, I was doing skits,
You were a hustler at everything.
Yeah, and people was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, I remember you used to be like, "Chela, I got people coming out tonight," and I'd be like, "All right." You was like, "They're gonna love you anyway, so don't worry about it." And I'm like, "All right." I used to just come to work, and Frank would be like, "I'm gonna put you with Kitty," and I'd be like, "Okay, Frank," and he'd be like, "I love you so much, Chela. I know you, Kitty, gonna do great tonight," and I'm like, "Okay." I was always so cool about it, and I was just like, I like her anyway, so I'm good.
And we gonna do something. We gonna make something happen.
We're gonna make it work. And
facts.
I always had that, come, we're gonna be fine.
And if it wasn't working out, we made each other have fun. So
I feel like we had so much fun together. I don't think I had fun with a lot of coworkers. I had a lot of fun with you. We worked together multiple times in different locations.
That's because we don't really like a lot of people, so it's like.
I used to literally call Kitty and just have long, drawn out conversations. Kitty would be on the phone with me for like 2 hours.
Yeah, we used to talk mad true shit. We used to talk shit, but it was true.
It was good, but it was healthy shit. Because remember, I used to be like, Kitty, you know what? I'm doing this right now, but I ain't gonna stay like this. I'm not gonna put my energy here. We gotta keep, going up, up, up.
Exactly. We don't got no time for that shit.
Would you even say like half of the people that you had beef in the past, you don't even feel that way anymore?
With beef? Problems? Yeah, I don't even care no more. I see you, I'm gonna say hi to you. I smile at you. I don't even care no more because it doesn't do. What are we doing?
And I mean, you gotta love growth though, because that's what growth does for you. It gives you
and I
the
need
opportunity
to
be free of whatever mental space you were in at one time that didn't allow you to see things differently.
Yep. And Chela, not for nothing. I do feel free. Like at one time, I couldn't even go outside unless I had niggas with me. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, damn, little old Kitty created all this shit. What she did? You know why? Because I'm not no yes bitch. So a lot of people can't take that shit.
You've always been kind of hard nosed.
Yeah, and that shit creates problems just because I didn't allow people to do whatever they wanted to do, or like, I'm a nice person. I like to help, but like when I say no, when you say yeah too many times and you finally say no, that becomes a problem. So
would you say that the hard-nosed behavior that you've now practiced and developed over time was because of the upbringing or because of the issues that you had with men? Which one would you relate it to?
Why I say no?
No, I'm saying the upbringing, that you see the qualities that you've attained when you're so like how you deal with men, you're hard nosed. You know what I'm saying? Would you say that behavior was more so because of how you were raised and your upbringing, or because of the fact that you've had poor experiences with men and you just fed up? Which one would you say it was? Which one would you say was more of a contributing factor?
Maybe both.
Mm.
I would say both. I would say number one, because my mom is definitely a person that she's just my teacher.
Okay. She cracked the whip a lot.
Yeah, I guess me watching her do it, like, but then it's like, I don't know. I would definitely say both though.
You know what's so crazy though is that people will look at scenarios like, from women like us that grew up very, very tough, because they'll say, oh, your experiences as a child or whatever you went through growing up made you like that, and it was traumatic. And I've just come to a point in my life where I've realized, everything is trauma, but
Yeah.
then you got good trauma and you got bad trauma.
Mm-hmm.
Not everything is bad trauma. Some things, to me, I call it good trauma only because even though it's traumatic,
Mm-hmm.
you start to develop qualities that make you better at navigating through life.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that you went through those things.
Yep.
And now, only the stupid don't learn.
Yeah.
Only the
like,
stupid
I don't want
don't
nothing
learn.
easy.
Of course.
I don't want nothing easy. I like going through problems. Because it really teaches me. If it's easy, then you ain't learn how to get there. You lose that shit. How you gonna get it again? If you ain't learned if it was given to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like.
So you understand and appreciate struggle.
Yeah, I do. I have to struggle. It gives me something to talk about because then it relates to other people. You know what I'm saying? So if I talk about how I got evicted out of my house, you know what I'm saying? I got to go through that shit because I'm going to make sure I won't get evicted again. But now me talking about it, it makes people feel like, oh, she goes through that too.
Right. Because a lot of people will look at you and be like, she's fly. Because you got a great fashion sense. We got to admit.
Thank you.
For always being so well dressed. She's always like that. I remember the second time I met her, she had tags on her clothes. And my friend tried to shoot her down. And I was like, leave her alone. If she don't care, she don't care.
Who was that?
We're not going to say names.
I need to add that in.
We're not going to do that. It's
gotta add that.
Seasons and reasons.
Hold on.
It's a season and a reason.
Yo, after we get off of this,
you can call me privately and we can laugh about it. But I came to your defense that day and I didn't know you at all. Never had a conversation or anything. Mm-hmm. And I told my friend that day and I said, let her be. If it's not hurting you, it shouldn't matter. I said, that girl is happy.
Oh, I remember.
All right, we're not saying no names.
I remember. Hold on, I gotta get up for this one. Now that bitch is like, now she over there with mad kids. No motherfucking help.
Oh my God.
Probably watching me. Go pop that.
Listen. When that happened, I immediately just came to your defense only because I felt like, I'm like, yo, she's so innocently just minding her business. And I really, really have such a soft spot for people that don't look for trouble. You know what I'm saying? I'm always like, yo, shit. And then I remember working at Secrets and having a conversation with Xavier. And Xavier is like, yo, I've known her since XYZ. She's always been a go-getter. That's just who she is. And I'm just like, me and her will click over time. Aww. And then sure enough, over time, see, before you and I got together, I knew so much about you already.
That's crazy.
I know.
That's crazy. You telling me this now? Damn. Yeah, you got the drop on me.
We've known each other since 2017. It is 2022. So the last 5 years, I got to say, it's been a pleasure knowing you.
Oh, it really has. I love you too.
And watching you grow it makes my hair stand up.
Thank you.
I'm like, she deserves it all.
It gets harder the more up you go. This shit get harder.
I know, but listen, your career choice comes with work, but the reward at the end, the pot of gold is your boys are gonna have a different life.
You know when you see like celebrities like Kanye, certain people, they don't want to be around people and shit like that. Like, I see why. I really see why. And sometimes they just want peace and you just want to be around genuine people. When you make it to that point, it's like everybody comes around you to see what you can do for them, what they can get from you. So when you meet somebody, it's just like you looking at them like, damn, another how you call it, like a user
Yeah,
or
pretty much
opportunist.
like Instagram
Yeah, like an opportunist.
user
So
617554.
stop.
Like, cause
Oh,
you know
that's
they come
crazy.
right, they come in and out of our lives so much. It's almost like the equivalent of that. Then when they're done and they, you know, they've achieved or they've gotten what they wanted to get from us, and we no longer, you know, correspond. Here they just delete themselves out of your life. They
Yeah,
become a
that's it.
user.
Remember
They're gone.
we was talking about us being deleted. That shit had me crying.
Instagram deletes. Listen, Instagram gotta stop playing with people's pages, man.
They
Messing with
do, yo.
engagement.
That shit
The
was
traffic
crazy.
is bad. Like, stop playing on people's pages. You y'all letting whack ass people get all these. I'm like, yo, how these whack ass people that never had no engagement? You have people like they're trying to grow. They got
Facts.
shit to do. They
Facts.
got
Like
business to run.
that I don't know. I think people were suing them off that too, because you know some people are making money off of
There
Instagram.
is a lot, yo. There's so many. Somebody said the perfect match, lot millionaire makers.
Yeah,
I
and then
hope
they just
maybe one day.
then they just take it away from you. Like that's
Yeah, they
crazy.
kind of like in a blink of an eye, like, you know. But you know what I realized? Instagram is a computer that doesn't know anything until someone brings it to their attention. So please, guys, be mindful. Most of the time, if your account is being tampered with, it's because someone is tampering with you. Instagram doesn't know that things are happening on your page until someone brings it to them. So it has to be a slew of reports in order for Instagram to look at that account.
Yeah,
So
you got
just
to
know
pull
that.
them up.
I don't care what nobody says. They can say whatever they want to say. Instagram isn't just looking at you. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
Somebody's investing time in reporting your account. That's why Instagram is now, you know, coming to you.
That's a fact.
But Kitty, I think that, you know, you're on the right path. I love the work that I'm seeing. Rolling Loud. I think I'm
Don't forget.
and I think
Call
I
me
got
after
something
this.
to wear.
I don't know. We gonna make it happen. Just have your booty out.
I got some cute shit to wear. I got some Emilio Pucci shit I ain't wearing.
Yeah, you
yet.
got some stuff too.
I got a lot of shit.
You talk about me, you. I'm about to go shopping in your crib.
You
Nah,
know
I
we
am
fly
proud of you
bitches.
too,
We've always
Chela.
been fly bitches. Don't do that.
I
We've
know.
been, you know what I'm saying? I used to
You
fly
gave
bitches
me
back in the day.
I know you gave me my flowers, but I got to give you your flowers too, because I'm happy that you doing this podcast.
Why are you proud of me doing the podcast?
Why? Because I always knew you should have did this shit from the
Really?
beginning. Yeah, girl. I'm like, yo, you need to do something. You talking because you be having the sauce, bro. That I could see it going far.
You know what's so crazy? I never forget when I brought I brought HBO to Lust to do the Vice episode.
Okay,
and
I
I'll never
remember.
forget Frank was like, "You're really smart."
Mm-hmm.
He said, "You're probably one of the smartest women I've ever encountered here."
Mm-hmm.
He said, "And I just need you to know that this ain't it for you. You gotta go that way."
You got. You
And I
gonna
was
do
like,
it
"Really?"
too.
You know, he was like, "You're beautiful. You fit the bill." But
yeah, you do, nigga. I think when I was talking to you, I'm like, oh, she's smart. It's how you talk and everything. You know what I'm saying?
I do care about how people receive information. And I do, it is my, I feel like I do my due diligence when I make people feel good about themselves, because everyone needs a boost in order to keep going. It's like stopping to get gas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you fill up your tank here at the Chela's Way Experience.
Just don't fill up every car.
No. Just a few. Just a few. A lot of people said, "Oh, I want to be on your podcast." I particularly, oh no, our screens are blank. Why?
I seen it kind of glitch.
Seems like we lost some sort. Okay, we're back. I don't know what happened. Screens are blank, but I just wanted to say, Kitty, I wanted to say I love you so much as a friend.
Thank you. I love you too.
And thank you for coming to the
She made
Chela's
it
Way
clear.
Experience. Wait, there's no sound. Where my sound at? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can't hear you.
Let me see. Hold on.
No.
You can hear me?
Okay. Are you there?
Yeah.
The sound is on. I don't know why I can't. Faith, she's gone.
Hold on. You can hear
Where's
me?
my kitty sound?
Everyone is good. It's just when I guess you was
I don't know
moving.
what
Let me
happened to
fix
the
your
sound,
audio.
Faith.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix it now. Whatever happened when you move. Give me one moment.
All right, but Kitty, you there?
Yeah.
Still no sound. I don't know what's going on.
Shit. Should I leave and come back?
Well, no,
Sound.
Kitty,
I don't know. I can't hear
Kitty is
you.
not you. Whatever happened with Chela's
I can see
Wi-Fi
you, but
without
I
her
can't hear you.
internet, it
Okay.
was like it
But
blinked for a
we're just
minute,
gonna
but
clip
you're
it.
back. We can
We
hear
want
you,
to say
Chela.
thank you to the real Kitty Gata, the real Kitty for joining us tonight. And if you guys haven't checked her out, please check out her YouTube, check out her Instagram at the real Kitty. Please check out her song with Method Man, super fire. She got a song with Fresh Diggs. She's on iTunes, she's on Spotify, she's on YouTube, she's on everything, and she's continuously growing. And I'm super proud of my friend. Thank you for coming tonight. I love you to pieces, Kitty, and I think I'll be at Rolling Loud tomorrow with you.
All right.
And make sure y'all check her out. I'm gonna call you when I get off.
Okay.
Thank you for coming.
Bye.
So
how do you read this?
Kitty's off, but Chela's still on. I'm just gonna take a few more minutes to touch a subject because we were talking about men really quickly. And in this subject, we were discussing, the insecurities of men. And the reason why we're going to go a little bit deeper right now is because, a lot of people don't realize how severe insecurities affect relationships. A lot of the times men, will tell a woman that they don't want to control. They're happy for them. I want to be there for you. But then start implementing their dislikes, knowing there's triggers for the woman. There might be some things that she might find herself doing to change, for him because of the fact that she's trying to please him and, make sure that there's no hiccups in the relationship. But here's what I got to say about that. If you have to walk on eggshells for a person, you already made a mistake. There's no reason why you should find yourself constantly falling into a chameleon mode just to please a person. If that person can't find a way to navigate through your thoughts and who you are as a person to get to you and work on you, then maybe that relationship isn't for you. Because it shouldn't be so easy. I don't think anything is ever that easy. Nothing is ever that easy. So why should a relationship be that easy? I've been in relationships where I found myself changing to please the person that I was with because I was so focused on making sure this relationship survived. Because in my mind, I said to myself, okay, well, if it fails, then whose fault would it be? Maybe it was me. I didn't work hard enough. But it's not that you don't work hard enough. It's just the simple fact that you and this person are complete opposites. You can't have a negative and negative, a positive and a positive. It has to be negative and positive. It has to be black and white. It has to be up and down. It has to be dark and light. It has to be long and short. You need opposites in order for things to function. Okay? A lot of people will tell you, oh no, things should be completely the same. We're the same kind of people. Why would you want to be with someone who's exactly the same as you? Where's the challenge in the relationship if you guys are completely alike? But then again, a challenge shouldn't be that difficult that you find yourself chipping away at parts of who you are just so that you can convert to something that suits that person. Be very mindful of the choices that you make and how much you try to please another person. Make sure that you have tons of self-love. Make sure that you're happy with yourself before you find yourself in a position to change for someone else. People will always tell you, you need to change, you need to change, you need to change. Change is one of the hardest things in the world to ever accomplish. People have a better shot at making money than they do at changing. And that's a known fact. Anyone could tell you what they want to tell you, but I'm telling you this. The Chela's Way experience, I'm being honest, raw, authentic. Change isn't easy. It's hard. But if it's worth it, it will happen. And it's going to take time. And if that person loves you enough, they'll understand. And they'll be patient with you. Especially when there's no harm being done. Okay? Someone said, and to add, people get into relationships with zero healing and individuality. Also, empty, bottomless glasses, of course. A lot of people have a problem every time they get into a relationship because they never really got to find out who they were as a person. So when they get to you, they finally start feeling like, oh, well, I've conformed and this person is still not completely content with who I am. It's because maybe that person wanted you to just be who you were. Maybe they didn't want you to change. Maybe there was no reason to conform. Maybe the challenge was necessary so that both of you can humble yourselves enough to understand why it was important to do what you're doing right now. It's almost exhausting when I watch how relationships rise and fall because of the fact that people don't see the bigger picture. You know, I've been in relationships, like I've said myself. I've been in relationships that were long distance. I've been in relationships that weren't worth dealing with at all. I've been in some that were worth dealing with. And I've also been in some that kind of made me question who I was as a person. But when you start to question who you are as a person, especially if you know that you're not a bad person, you've never done anything to harm anyone, and you've only tried to contribute nothing but positivity, there's a lot that you need to look at, especially when it comes to your partner. People have a way of manipulating. All right, neuro-linguistic pathology is a big thing. Body language is a big thing. Being able to read people is important. So what I will tell you is this: if you're in a relationship and you don't see the signs or you choose to ignore them, you put yourself in a position to get God. Okay? Now, not everyone has ill intent. Some people really do care and want to see you do well and will manipulate you from a positive aspect. But unfortunately, because of the fact that manipulation is put in place to draw people in to simply have the manipulator achieve their specific goal, whether it's negative or positive, it's always looked at as something negative. You just have to know the difference. And a lot of times people don't want to take the time out to do that. A lot of the times they want to dwell in the fact that they were even just manipulated overall and don't care to see the bigger picture beyond that. Like I said, again, if you and that person really deeply care for each other, as far as even love is concerned, if you guys feel that way about each other, at some point in time, you are going to be met with a challenge. That's just what relationships come with. But if that's the case, if that is ever the case, then that point, that person should then understand why it is important for them to kind of meet you at eye level. It's so important for people to understand each other in order for functionality to exist. Because a lot of people say, oh, like we're opposite, we're different, but we do what we do. You can't have one thing that allows you to connect with a person and then you got 10 other things that you guys don't connect on. That's not good. It's terrible. And a lot of times sex is the factor. Sex is the reason why people tend to get along. And then everything else makes it impossible for them to be around each other. If sex is the only thing that holds you to that person, then that relationship needs to totally be stripped away and needs to be classified as a sexual experience and nothing more. When it comes to your feelings, that should be taken serious. And if you're not dealing with someone who takes your emotions serious, then you need to get up out of there, man or woman. Okay? We're all entitled to not just self-love, but someone loving us entirely to the point where we don't have to question ourselves. But that's a rarity. It's hard to find that. Well, continue digging. This is why people, are open to dating and continuously try things out, go from city to city, et cetera, et cetera. I don't blame anyone for not giving up on love. I think love is worth the try because when you have it, it feels good. It's an experience that I feel like is so unique in itself that that's probably why people go crazy when they don't have it. Just a little taste of it is almost like it's like heroin. So, with that being said, find someone that, is the perfect drug. That's all I can say. Love is a drug, but just find the right one. Thank you for joining us tonight, the Chela's Way Experience. Shout out to the real Kitty. Shout out to Faith Adorn for producing the show, as usual. And, thanks to all my guests for tuning in tonight. And we'll see you guys next week.